Alright, so in order for me to do this, do the turning correctly, I actually need to go ahead and take a layer off the top in order for the bushings to actually touch the internal mechanisms of the pen itself. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take off an actual portion of the top. That way it's flush with the metal internal. And hopefully in the same sense, I won't, one, remove it from the metal from the wood itself, and two, I don't go too far down and actually ruin the actual internal. Let's see how far. Close, close. Just a little bit more. I think that might not have actually done it. No, almost. Just a little bit more. I have to be careful because this drill is actually a high power drill. If I do it too much, and you can sort of see that it's actually touched it, so I'm going to call that good. I'm going to put this metal piece first. It's what I call what's called a bushing. It's a little metal piece that's kind of a spacer to tell me how thin I need the actual piece of wood to be when I turn. Now, I'm going to put the other one in. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Let's see how close I am to getting that. Ooh, yeah, it gets warm. It's close, but not there. I am actually going to, I didn't have it prepared. Should always have a, especially when you're dealing with high powered drills, they do get hot. Always have a bucket of water, just in case. Since I don't have a bucket of water right now, I'm going to do this to cool down the bit a little bit. One, so that I don't actually, you can actually get it so hot that the glue will not be as effective. So that's not that wouldn't be a good thing to do at all. Alright. One last push. Oh. And there we go. I see the metal. So I'm not going to do too much more because I could actually damage the inside. I'm going to throw it on the turner. See if you can see it. Yeah, I'm going to throw it on the turner. Tighten it up. Put it into place. And now I'm actually at the next step. I have two cutting tools I use for using a lathe. These I received recently, actually. They're carbides. One is round, has a rounded tip, which I actually prefer because it actually gives a smoother feel to the pen. If I really want to cut into it, I'll use the square. They're both extremely sharp and very dangerous, especially when you're dealing with a machine that turns it. Now what you don't see here, and what you'll see on a lot of others, you'll actually see a dust cover. You should have one, really, but since I'm a poor man's shop, I'm going to dispense with that at this time. But I do have a shop vac to clean up afterwards, so always a good thing to have around the place, especially when you're dealing with woodworking. Alrighty, I'm going to actually turn on the light a little bit. Get some more lighting. And I'm just going to go ahead and start. Let's get this a little closer. Now, first of all, because I've been using high speeds for this time, the wood and the metal that I've been putting in the metal I've been putting on the wood has heated up to the point where it'll actually break the wood. So I'm actually going to take a break. I should have actually worn a mask, so I apologize. Not for you, for me. So I'll be back, and we'll continue the next step after the wood has actually not the wood, the metal has cooled down.